My name is Peter Murphy. I'm the Solar Program Director for the Midwest Renewable Energy Association. My main role here is to facilitate our Grow Solar programs. And Grow Solar is an effort to help as many people as possible go solar. And we do that through these Solarize programs or solar group purchasing programs, where the more people who go solar, the lower the price for everyone. So to date, we've done 42 of them, totaling over 14 megawatts of solar. Average system size is around 7 kilowatts. So this is small distributed generation all over the Midwest. We've offered these programs in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, and in 2021, we'll be doing a couple programs in Michigan as well. Over 40% of folks that we survey say that this was their first time looking into solar. So it really does make it more accessible. We start with public education. This year we've done all webinars for obvious reasons, but in the past we would give presentations at coffee shops and libraries and bars and art galleries and in city council chambers. So you name it, places where people are used to gathering. We would meet them there, give our presentation. The idea is to educate as best as possible so folks can make a decision about whether solar is right for them with their eyes wide open, and we want them to have a working knowledge of what to look for in a proposal from a solar installer. Not everybody who comes to our solar power hours ends up going solar through the program, and that's just fine. It's not for everybody. Sometimes people have shading. Sometimes the price, their financial situation isn't conducive to going solar right now. But we've managed to educate through our presentations over 10,000 people, over 1,900 of which have actually gone solar. So we're very proud of that. It's also represented over $42 million in local investment by the folks who go solar through these programs. The biggest change that has taken place in 2020 is our team grew. So we had a team here at MREA of 2 of us, and with the postponement of the energy fair due to the pandemic, we gained 2 team members. And it was good timing for that, because when we give our public presentations in person, we have a local presenter, and we can, they facilitate the presentation locally, right? And we touch base with them on a weekly basis to make sure everything's going okay. But with the webinars, we needed people on hand to facilitate the webinar. Answer questions, deal with technical issues if folks were attending and had some kind of issue. A lot of people have questions, and we answer them in real time, and we take them down so we can answer them verbally as well at the end of the presentation. But we definitely saw interest in solar persist despite the pandemic. We had about 18%, almost 19% of folks who attended our presentations this year ended up going solar, which is actually up from last year. I think last year was around 15%. So the folks who are looking into going solar are serious about it, and they're also serious about hardening their household. So thinking about storage, thinking about also electric vehicles, and powering your vehicle with the sun is something that's very compelling. It computes. People get it right away. Oh, my electric vehicle runs on the electricity provided by my solar modules. Sometimes people are putting solar systems on their garage and having their inverter right there, powering their vehicles right on the wall there. So we're seeing, these are kind of the emerging trends in the industry, and that is it's pretty much aligned with what we're seeing in these Grow Solar programs as well. We'll certainly be seeing more deployment of storage. I think equity is certainly the watchword in the solar industry. From the conversations I'm having, we know that there's a disparity, a racial disparity, there's a gender disparity to a large extent as well within the solar industry. So I'm hoping that we see more representation of people who look different in different programs, as participants, as staff for solar installation firms. I think 2020 has left an indelible mark on the industry and people's awareness of, you know, the issues in this industry as far as diversity and equity and justice as well. So we're seeing a lot of interest in how can we reach, how can we message to communities that maybe haven't been sought after by the industry in the past. So hopefully we'll see more and more of that. The best way is to head to midwestrenew.org/solargroupbuy and fill out our application there. It's pretty detailed. It asks all the critical questions of, is your community ready for a solar group buy, and here's why. That's the best way to get the ball rolling, or to just drop us a line, Peter M at midwestrenew.org, that's me, or info@growsolar.org, that makes its way to us all as well. And if you're supportive of this work in general and maybe don't want to spearhead a solar group buy in your area but want to support MREA's efforts, please consider becoming a member or making a donation. It goes a long